安。早安。我也想睡觉。我要把它关掉。早安，周哥早安。快睡吧，唔烫哎！我觉得我等会就会边玩到醒过来了，可以的。今天还要玩恐怖游戏哎，而且我好像礼拜五也排了轻轨，对不对？我不知道为什么我要排轻轨，我可能傻了吧？我不知道为什么我要排轻轨，我就突然想说，那我们就玩轻轨好了，因为模拟之家我觉得我一定会死掉。轻轨好像戏剧张力比较高一点，而且我还被吓然后我胆子很大嘛，有吗？有这种事吗？有这件事情吗？啊 ，BGM 还可以吗？然后圆圆现在跑出来了呢，你在干嘛？他在挖他的家，各种挖挖挖，挖挖挖，挖挖挖挖挖，我要把它拿出来，把它拿出来，嘿嘿嘿。你出来。他被我抓出来了，你好可爱，嘿嘿，摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸摸，啊爸爸，啊爸爸爸，他要变成一坨，然后摊在我手上，然后舔舔。要帮他理毛。好啦，你进去了，乖啊，进去。OK， 结果他进去就跑去洗澡了。好，就这样，就这样，就这样就好了。啊，现在几点了？我是不是应该要做个时钟？不然我每次都忘记现在几点？我看一下，现在有谁在嘞？我这边看只有一耶。Oh no， 是 OK 的吗？先转过去哦，还是你们要跟我聊天？我好久没有开见我跟你们聊天啊。好久没有给你们看我的样子，有没有想我？一报数一，我发现我真的好少开哦。想我吗？二，看到了2，有了，好的。ユーザーあ、チャット中のユーザー1234567。你知道每次他就会写在那上面，然后每次你们都不会理我，每次上面都会多个大概2、3、4、5，还都会多个5个人吧，然后那5个人永远都不见，永远找不到他们，是挂台还是怎样，我不知道。喊我吗？啊不，嘿嘿，我也好想你们，我也好困，最近好累。他这个月份可能唔汤哦，对啊，真的他就写旁边还有5个人。最近我也好累，超想睡，你也要睡觉吧？要一起睡吗？一起睡觉。 妈妈的歌，早上坐在位置上就睡着了。Oh no， 有没有被叫起来？有没有被骂？还是我们就直接开始比较快？恐怖游戏就是要人多一点才可以玩啊，就没有，因为下午的关系呢。啊，下午好，跟主人不同区域那就没差啦，耶。Warning， 这个有强光跟闪烁画面哦，所以请各位注意。小心一点啊！哎，怎么是斜的呢？怎么是？对啊，怎么变成这么小一个了？怎么变成这么小一个了？等一下，啊，等一下哦，等一下哦，它的视窗大小会随着我动的时候跟着动，好麻烦。嗨马鼠，早安，早安。这样应该可以了吧？反正我英文很烂，你们自己读。你们自己读。哦，那我音量开10就好了，不然我怕我快爆炸。我有点怕，我已经开始怕了，我已经开始害怕了。他感觉就是那种 jump scare 很多的那种加油各位！没有，开始了。这是精神分裂吗？不知道就是我看一下，来吧。Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
你走在森林的小路上，在那尽头有一个 cabin。cabin 是什么呢？我忘记了，牢笼吗？然后在那地下室里面囚禁了一位公主。
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
你必须要杀了她，不然这个世界会完蛋。世界的终结？你在讲什么？你有没有考虑过，他想要毁灭世界的原因，只是因为他被关起来？杀公主听起来蛮坏的，蛮糟的。你不觉得吗？Can someone do this? Can someone else do this? 不能找别人吗？这个好了。
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Appreciate the mental
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
他叫我们不要废话，好。
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
所以说，只要那个公主逃狱了之后，这世界就会完蛋。OK。
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
这不是关于鸡生蛋或是蛋生鸡的问题，就是只要它出来了，就全部都会完蛋。
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
除非你好好杀了他。Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the war ending？ 你有没有想过，就是我其实还蛮乐见的世界毁灭的。
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
我当然不会啊！你怎么会觉得？为什么会这样想？没有人会想要世界完结啊。
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
我是说像可能有些人会希望世界完结吧，就像某些很坏的人，你应该不是那一类的人吧？Sweet. Okay, since you tell me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
在我更走进前面一点之前
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
不要相信他。
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
我们不会再继续讨论这个，对不对？她是公主，我们应该要救她，而不是杀了她。
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
不要理他，还不知道他讲什么。Press into the cover， 这有没有存档？有没有存档？我很怕小屋，它自
The
动存档。
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
整间屋子都布满灰尘，除了这把刀。
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
他说这里的环境很糟，潮湿又阴暗，又布满着灰尘。如果公主真的生活在这里的话，那也许杀了她是对她的仁慈。
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh,
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
她声音好好听。Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. 我觉得我要来杀你。
You must have the wrong address.
你应该搞错地址哦。
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
她为什么只有一个？
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
她看起来像冰山美人一样，她真的是世界的威胁吗？
Focus on the task at hand.
专心做你的工作。
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
你好像不是没有说谎。Yeah.
Okay, well, what if you didn't kill me?
所以如果你没有杀我的话，
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare.
你不准放过他。
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
他说我们可以先跟他聊天，知道他的个性之后，再确定他是不是真的该杀。像这种冷血的工作不适合我，可是我现在就想把他杀了，怎么办 ？Drop it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
你好可怜哦，你的手在抖哎，你在怕我吗？你应该怕我的。
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
所以我是因为某种理由被锁在这里了。那我想那个刀应该是你唯一的武器，对不对？如果你想用那把刀，就靠近一点吗？
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
我觉得你可以直接把它丢了。
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
3、2、1 ，Go！
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been
我
fractured.
被他揍了。
Holy shit, that hurt!
Holy shit, that hurt. Okay, that will be hurt. That will be so hurt.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
您真烂，为什么？你为什么拿刀会输人家？
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally
好
exhausted.
强哦！
You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think
Excuse
this
me?
is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the
烫
job.
哦，give them down，像被踩是不是？
The two of you
die,
flash
ah.
for the final time.
哦，
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Oh，
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
哦，你真的觉得这样就结束了吗？
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
我死了。Chapter 2
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her.
What? But I die， 可是我死掉了。
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
他说我很确定你没有死。 然后你的第二个问题的回答是你需要去杀那个公主。我才刚跟你说
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy.
新的人呢 ？Voice of the broken， 脆弱声音。如果你到那个小屋，你可能可以跪他，然后求他
You
原
are
谅
never。going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
旁白在跟我们脑袋里面的人吵架 ，OK？ OK。
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. I have
他叫我
one
认真一
last
点
warning.
啊！可是我要怎么杀他？
She will lie.
好，
She will
好，
cheat.
好，
She will
他
do
会
everything in her
他
power
会
to
他会
stop
骗
you
我，
from
我不可以
slaying
信他。
her.
好，
Don't believe a word she
好，我不会
says.
信他的。好，
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
他说会阻止我们的不是他的谎言。
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
对啊，看起来像恶魔比我还恶魔。为什么我们会多了一个人格？我们该不会等会每一回合都会，每一章都会出现一个人吧？不会吧？那我会不会很吵啊？
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
OK. Go.
The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its
而
edge.
且它每一次的叙述都会变的，虽然我翻不出来，可是还有在变。
The blade is your implement.
OK
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
OK，我们这次不要拿刀吧，走吧。
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before. Of course it is.
哦，
Don't let it intimidate you. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed. Why even bother with the knife? It wouldn't have done us any good. We should just give up and pledge ourselves to her.
这个新的声音一直在跟我们说，请他原谅，然后对他仁慈。请他们对我们仁慈。可能是
You
循
carefully
环
make
哦。
your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
是我的错觉，还是他看起来比刚刚还大只？他看起来，他手上的这个一下子就可以把它扯断嘞。大丈夫これ？大丈夫？
I told you. It's pointless.
跟你说了，你跟他打架没有意义了。
I was wondering when I might have company.
哦
Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
哦，他说，死んだ。死んじゃった。Thank you for playing. I saw 7 and I'm also maybe more kids die. 哈，有7个结局，然后有很多死法。Understand. One more. Continue. No. Continue. Okay. 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 等一下。Let me see. 要怎么存档？好像不用存档，对不对？ space 干嘛 space OK
You're on a path in the
所以是
woods.
第一轮的
And at the
动
end
作
of
会
that
影响
path
到第二
is a
轮嘛，
cabin.
所以就是这样轮回。我
And
把
in
界
the
限往后
basement
退，
of
我的
that
天。
Is you're here to slay.
我们可以走哎。
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yep.
Do you even know where you're going?
Yep. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, whatever. Ending after show.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part
走，我们赶快逃走。
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Huh?
It looks like this path also leads to the
Huh?
cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's
No,
time,
我
aren't
不要进去。
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of
他
the
在生气。
situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
你好烦啊！
Your silence is deafening.
我不想跟你吵架啦。
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology.
他
but
在
I have
呛
to say,
我。
it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
你要吵。
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
我
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
What?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
I have one last warning for you.
哎，旁边怎么多了墙？等一下
She will lie.
好
Maybe we should believe her.
Maybe we should believe her. The voice of what? The voice of 我的英文。反对的声音，反对的声音。哦，所以他是跟旁白是作对的 ，OK？ 所以他叫我们应该
Maybe
相
she
信他
isn't。a liar.
也许他不是骗子啊。
Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it. The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is the blade is your imp. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity? I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here.
I for one would rather have it.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs, its multitonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Huh?
Is someone there?
Hello, is someone there?
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. She locks eyes, one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord. Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
所以我们已经开了2个结局 ，OK？ OK？ OK？
You're here to...
So what should I do? Sweet.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
旁白的声音变，旁白的话，旁白刚刚讲的话变得英雄在讲。
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
对啊，我还以为不懂这只是发生什么事情啊。Princess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
Princess.
The blade is your imp.
Princess. 我们这次不要拿刀好了。Princess.
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
到底谁是
You're
好人，
playing
谁
a
是坏人？
dangerous game by coming here.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Okay.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to... She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
对啊，她这么漂亮，为什么会是威胁？
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
然后旁白一直叫我们专心。
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
嗨，我不敢相信你在这里，我感觉我好像已经等了这件事情等了很久，像我等了一辈子。好。
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step.
I will sing. What can I? Let's talk first. 我们先跟他聊聊天好。
Okay.
OK。啊，你好可爱。What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses,
Oh.
carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
你可以叫我殿下啊，如果你觉得殿下太正式的话，你可以叫我公主。你有什么没有名字？你为什么没有名字，姐姐？
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
所以说，公主是她的头衔还是她的名字？如果两个都是的话，那是不是她的名字叫公主？可以叫你宝贝吗？啊？So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade.
不想理他。如果我是你在这里见到的第一个人，那你之前是怎么活下来的？你吃什么喝什么
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat.
对啊，你需要吃东西，可是你又不跟我说你吃了什么东西。Sorry, I just can't trust you. I'm going to walk away. Quickly walk away. So what are you going to do if I let you out of here? Okay. 如果我放你出去，你会做什么？
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
你是想要真相还是想要对的答案？真相。I need 真相。
It's not like you'd believe me.
对不起啦。对不起嘛，我知道我看起来不相信你，可是真的你好难相信。I don't know anything about you, for all I know is you lock up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes.
Um, 我可以放他走吗？
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
我要放你走了，你不要让我后悔哦。然后他说他不会让我后悔的。好，
You're making a huge mistake.
旁白安静了，
No, you're doing the right thing.
旁白安静了。
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to
你
never
死了
see
就不用回。
the day. They wouldn't have just left the key to
哭啊
her chain
哭
somewhere
啊
in the cabin.
我们没有钥匙呢。所以我去找一下，我去楼上找一下好了。
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
OK，
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
有人把门锁起来了。
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
你的叫声融入了宁静。
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task
你
is
是来
done.
杀公主的，所以你杀了她之前是不能出去的。OK，
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
他在呛我们说，你走到了最下面，这应该会很简单。如果你那时候有拿匕首，你这个
Easier for whom?
对谁来说简单？
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Princess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
他说，如果他可以出去的话，他会跟我们。
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's... Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Free the princess. Oh.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
你不会痛吗？你还在笑，你不痛吗？
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
旁白说：“你不能就让他逃了。”应该说：“我不能就让他逃了。”
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
不行，你不要，不行，
What are you doing?
塞个warn her。
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
不要，
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to attack with her. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault. It can't just end like this. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
公主被关到不正常，还是我不正常的是我们？那个旁白到底是谁？旁白是我们里面的人吗？他为什么可以控制我们的身体？
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
You're the best. You.
My tricks? What on earth are
You
you talking
little
about? We've
bitch.
just met for the first time, you and I. If he
You
doesn't
little
remember what
bitch.
happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
哦，
We
怀疑
can
的
help
声音
her.
出现了。
We just have to find a way.
等一下，作者，我们的勇者有几个人格？我好混乱。We can help her. We just have to find a way.
Oh, is there another one of us in here?
所以又有另外一个人了。
Help her?
Help
Need
her.
I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
而且其实我从刚刚就有听出来了，就是勇者的声音跟旁白的声音是同一个人，然后所有的声音都是同一个人，所以，我还是先不要想太多好了。
Sure, and all of us in here definitely believe you.
嗯哼
Just
，Yeah.
such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time.
Yeah. Okay.
I have one last warning. She
Hi.
will lie. She
We
will
just saw.
cheat. Yes, don't believe a word she says.
Yeah. Don't
Just
believe
go
me.
in,
Just go in,
take
take a
the
knife, and do what
what
you
you're
do.
supposed to. Wink.
Wink, wink. 对啊，所以你就不要相信他，然后走进去，然后拿刀，然后刺他，然后，耶！好呛哦！
Did you just say the word wink out loud?
你是不是把眨眼说出来了？
No, I didn't. Wink.
我没有啊，眨眼。
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
好，让我们无视这个小丑，走吧。那我把刀拿下去好了。
The interior of the
这个
cabin
刀的
is
位置一
almost
直怪怪
entirely
的。
empty. The air stale and musty. The blade is your.
Okay, take a knife.
You take the blade from the table.
Okay, into the basement. Okay.
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice carries soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
哦，
It's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love.
我觉得我们爱上他了。Oh no.
For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and
Yeah,
lock eyes with the
哦，
princess. There's
他
a
变
heavy
小
chain
了吗？
around her wrist. She's still so
她
beautiful.
还是好漂亮，而且她还有
She
两
has
只
both
手
of。her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
看一下哦。
You. I remember you.
啊
You're going to help me get out of here, right?
为什么你记得我？你要来帮我，对不对？啊，你好可爱啊！然后我就死了，然后我就死了。What the hell? What the hell? 所以我们就是重复了刚刚一样的地方，所以就我看不懂。Oh no， 我不知道哎，因为这是金楼版的，有7个结局，我们刚刚已经走几个了？4个、3个、4个还是3个？我看一下我 Steam。1、2、3、4， 是。A stranger。OK。Let's do it again. OK。
Your Honor, you're here.
OK。 我能干嘛？我还能做什么？我这次就拿刀下去好了。
That's the spirit.
OK。
You make your way up the short warning. Before she will
好。
lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
这很夸张，这台词一直很奇怪。
The interior of the blade is your...
Take a blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult.
OK, and enter a basement. 我们这次
The door to the basement, her voice can...
Who's there?
哎呀，这次是凶凶的姐姐。OK。
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you.
Just checking you.
Oh? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk
我好喜欢
downstairs.
这个形态的
Lock
她，好
eyes with
可
the
爱。
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
所以你要杀我还是怎样？No way. I'm just here to talk.
So, why'd you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
OK， 我们
hands
把刀丢掉
and。drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
OK。
Against your better judgment, you
哦，
step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
眼睛不一样了。
Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
所以这是一段很奇怪的开始。Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming out to me? Why would I get you out here? I'm here because you're gonna end the war. Oh, we're talking now, okay? There's people out there who think you're a traitor to the war. What do you have to say about that, okay?
Don't just tell her that.
我跟他说，外面有一个人觉得你是世界威胁，你对这点怎么看？
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
所以那是因为那样子他们把我丢在这里吗？我不想要伤害任何人，我喜欢这世界，大概。
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so
我
long.
其实根本不记得世界发生了什么事情，我待在下面太久了。
Just how long has she been down here?
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
I still have a reason to keep moving this.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at
走开啦！
heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We can figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
哦，
Fine. What do you want to know?
那看起来有点不开心。So, what's your name again?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
哦，我不能加公主，我要加殿下或者是女王殿下。OK。
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust.
So, 所以你说一段感情，你喜欢我？
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how hard you try. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
所以他
Right?
他是不是在想我想的什么东西
She is. I'm sure of it.
？Oh no. Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
把它继续锁在这里。我要继续把你锁在这下面，至少我们可以再认识彼此一点。OK。
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
如果你不赶快把他杀掉，他会马上找到一个方法杀了你。可是他，好多矛盾，我讲不清楚我想讲什么，好多矛盾哦。
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. We can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Ooh.
Let's hope for all our...
Okay, I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Yep.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish. It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
他出来杀了我们。
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
我可以假装无辜啊，如果我想要的话。你可以对我好一点啊，让我出去啊，然后对你就有办法当好人。
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar. Its lock broken, and the tape. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply... It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
A nightmare.
You're on a path. You're here to sleep.
Okay.
I have one. She will lie.
Oh, God. We can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die.
哦，新声音耶，新声音。Meek，おとなしい，老实，温柔的声音。Okay.
You should be careful. There's something very wrong going on here.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about.
Okay. Okay. So what? So what?
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only item of furniture is the blade is your implement.
No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore. She could be anywhere.
She could be everywhere.
It's just a frame. She's already gone now, hasn't she? She's ready for us. She's been
她出
waiting.
来了。
No. What did you do? This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess. Quick, the blade.
Go ahead and take your little toy. It won't do you any good.
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air. No, not again!
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I. I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Why? 为什么你要道歉？不是为什么你要道歉啊，哥哥？好难，越来越难理解这游戏到底在干嘛
You're on a path. You're here.
？Okay. So what should I do? Let me just.
That's the spirit.
You make your warning. She will lie. We're not gonna ignore him. He doesn't know.
所以我还能干嘛？我拿刀下去吗？还是不要？
The interior of the cabin is the blade is your implement.
Say good boy. 我们可以在跟他聊天的时候杀他吗？
You take the blade from
他好可怕。
the door. Her voice.
Who's there?
It's Commander.
对啊，为什么我有
Almost as
拿
though
这个
she's
的
the
时候
one in
他也会
charge
变
down
强？
there. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Num.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor? She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
to accept the princess. No,
Then I'm not talking to you.
I'm not talking to what?
you stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't
Well,
keep
think of
squinting
that.
forever.
Drop.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
What's your name? For the people out there, you wanna hear because you're gonna in the war.
Don't just tell her that.
Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of. I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're asking.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
哦，那些叫你来杀我的人，说我是世界的威胁，可是他们没有跟我说为什么，没有问
Doesn't
跟你
sound
说
right
原
to
因，
me.
对不对？
And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
你相信那些人，还是要相信我？
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person and a subjugating monarch.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
我等不对啊，可是他现在那么强，我等会又死掉。我帮他开铁链的话，会跟刚刚一样。如果我杀他的话，救命！Can someone help me? I don't know what to do. I want to trust her, but just you know, I don't know what to do.
Doubt,
Yeah,
unfortunately, a moment of distraction and hesitation. It feels like, holy sh*, though she's unarmed, that your blade slash. We can still turn. Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before the princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses. This is the end, isn't it?
Look at you. Completely broken. This was fun.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
他踩我的把他的膝盖放在喉咙上面，然后
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes black, and you die.
又是这个。
You know, she. The intent.
基本上就没差了啦。再见。我们现在开了几个呢？1、2、3。Finished and counted with Princess die. 还有几个 The Beast. I should try to try. You're faster. Yeah, it didn't matter. Nope. Try and get out of that. I think we better than I. 还有2个结局，然后 ，Yeah, OK, so 我们可以把刀给他吗？我想把刀给他我想把刀给他
You make your way up the warning. She will lie. We're not going to ignore him. He doesn't.
我刚看到我们的成就，我们可以把刀给他。有什么下趴的成就
The interior of the.
他会一路杀出来啊？不知道感觉很好玩。
The door to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
It's
我只要拿刀下来，他就会这样。
Oh? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the street, focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking.
You step forward, your grip on the blade.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it.
Do you hear the conviction? She's unarmed. positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating. Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
A gate will be free. Don't know what you're hoping.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a
没
relationship.
有新的东西啊 How long they here? Do you know why he had to kill you?
Do you?
I know I've been told.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
ごめんごめん
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your royal...
Note the lack of.
Okay.
You can't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife...
Her sharp eyes. She isn't. She is.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other too long.
Again, she.
Oh,
You know. You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
哎，为什么我们匕首被他拿走了？Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
oh.
The two of you collapse on the
还
floor
好可
together,
爱。
rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder... Do you really think this is the end?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black.
不过好色，都是 The Furby. Oh, the same thing. The same thing. Okay now. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The
Okay. Into the basement. Then. 请答 OK 我们还有什么事情是没做过的？有人记得吗？他没有写啊，重点，他没有写攻略，我找不到。Like 还有2个结局，你知道吗？我还有2个结局。Get hack of the torch. Can someone help? Can someone just help
You're
me?
on a path. You're here. While I appreciate, nevertheless,
哎，我们这次跟旁白讲多一点话好了。
Princess is locked up because she's dangerous. And before you
Okay.
decide to waste even more of our time by asking how we
Okay.
know that, causality doesn't matter.
哇哦，你话好
Because
多。
the end result is the same.
好
no
好
matter. It's
好
no use arguing
好
semantic unless, of course.
好。Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off.
哦
I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
哦。The end of the war? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more
trees.
trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
The hell can a princess lock away in the basement and the war?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what...
Do you have any this?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
啊，好长哦，这什么 ？Look, I will go to the camp and I will talk to her. And if she is bad as you say she is, then maybe I will stay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I'm trying to meet her face to face. Okay, the same thing. Okay.
Does it? Are you a Are you serious? Of course I have. I mean...
Okay, fine, I go it. Okay. Okay, since you tell me what to do. Okay.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But
Okay.
in each and every... So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
我跟他说，哦，好啊，那我至少要看过他，然后跟他讲过话之后，才决定要不要上。然后他说，好啊，那你去啊，你就看会怎样啊？可以不要那么呛吗，哥哥？
You make your way up. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
哥哥，哥，
The interior of the cat...
into the basement。我们这次不要拿刀好了。他是不是在情勒你？我觉得有可能
Door
哦。
to the basement. Her voice...
Hello? Is someone there?
对啊，你看我没有拿刀，他就会变这样。
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to... Don't let it fool you.
Continue. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the
我刚刚
face
是不是按
of
过
my
同样的
rescuer.
东西？Sorry，但是他好可
Walk
爱。
down the stairs and look... She's beautiful. How could some... I am begging you to stay...
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, binding them. They're large and heavy. Far
Okay.
too solid for you to even imagine.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Somewhere to break the chains.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
为什么你可以这么轻易的把你自己的手切下去？
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here?
然后到底是谁把我关在这里了？
You try the door. Your shouts and pleas. You're here to slay the princess. You make your way to the bottom. Easier for her, easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Ah,
hesitates, but she
ya me
uses
na.
her flesh with the
Ya me
blade
na.
from it. Or you won't. Fine. Against
やめなやめなや
the
めな
blade
痛い
sharp,
痛い
her
痛い
limb
痛い痛い痛い
falls to the ground.
痛い痛い痛い痛い
The heavy chain. She didn't. No. She clutched. How is...
Okay.
Thank you.
No. We won't. As the prince. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Yeah?
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then
我
her
又被
teeth
杀掉了。
somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew. You collapse to the floor. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay. It can't just end. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark. And you...
哎，有了 The Beast。突然想到都没有人，其他人那公主怎么活？现在不会饿死？有啊，刚刚就有问过这个问题，然后他不想回我，
is a
他
cabin.
不回我。
And you're here. Such magnificent gusto.
Okay.
We'll all be in the clear in no time. How she ignore him? She's just a princess.
Oh.
The interior of the cabin
没有
is
窗
ruinous
户
and。dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do. Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
疑心暗鬼，怀疑的声音。I don't know， 反正我都要死，把这个鬼
You take the blade.
enter the basement and
The door to the air seeping up from below is oddly warm. She growls.
I can smell you.
whoa，
Isn't hypnotizing anymore. Don't let her in. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. She has both her arms again, and she's different, isn't she? The beast is showing us what she really is.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
さよならさよなら兽化，我好想赶快玩这一款的那个哦，还有一个结局，还有一个结局，还有一个结局，还有一个结局。What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Can someone tell me? I'm so... I don't know. Just tell me. Please just tell me. What should I do? 我看看新的最后一个结局的名字是什么？幽灵？幽灵结局？幽灵结局？Okay, so what?
Your honor, your...
Just okay.
You make your warning. She will lie. We're not going to ignore him.
Okay. So this. Okay.
The interior of the blade.
窗户有时候会不见欸，很神奇。我看可爱的它，可是如果
The door to the basement. Her voice
Hello?
is...
如果我没有拿刀下去，它就是一样都是那个。I think I'm here to say it.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise.
Okay.
Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain
我以
around
为那
her
个就是，
wrist,
结果不是。
binding her to the far. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains? Okay.
I'm sorry, but I can just trust you. Incident up, everything will let you get over. Come back, still. Getting out here. I'm getting out here to make me the best I can. Believe it, keeping it down where it is. I cannot let out. Without saying any words. 我们是不是可以直接回去啊？
Thank you. You turn back.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains.
Oh.
She has to be bluffing, but you rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both... Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save, after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
房间怎么变大了？哦。
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this, right?
他在哪里？为什么我看不到他？Tell you what, I didn't say him.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job. This isn't right. Where is she? You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping. Holy shit. What is she?
Back.
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us. Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? Our friend is losing quite a lot of blood. But there's a reason she's struck with an ambush. She's not confident about a direct confront. Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now. Don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade. You find your target as time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower. A little. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, she collapses, and you collapse beside her.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor. This can't be how it ends. I'm sorry, but it is. If we're lucky, everything goes dark. And you...
That beast again.
You're hit.
So let's just get out of here. Screw this, I can get out of here.
Seriously? You're just going to
Nope.
turn around and leave? Do you...
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
好啦。
That's great.
好啦。
As long as you bring that fiery attitude to... I have one last... She will lie. He's right. Ignore him. She's just a prince.
OK，
The blade... Yes.
反正我都会死，就进去吧。
Is it... As you...
啊，再见。为什么我还有一个结局打不开啦 ？Oh no! How can I just? I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Just let me. And sleep. 哦，有了。How do I get? Do I get chapter on the nightmare ending? However, not okay. 哭啊！我就找没有这个啊，我就没有这张啊。To get, you just need actually kill her, and then kill yourself, and kill yourself to just end the crazy.那他叫我们真的杀了他，真的杀了他。最快的选项。
You're on a path. You're here.
最快的选项。最快的选项。最快的选项。
You make your way. A warning. She will lie. We're not gonna go. Ignore him. He doesn't know what.
So.
The interior of the blade. You take the blade.
Okay. Are we gonna?
The door to her voice.
Who's there?
It's command. Don't let it.
Continue down the stair.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down. She's so coldly. Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward. Your grip on the.
Oh? No talking then? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it.
Do you hear the. She's on her. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
你真的觉得这样就可以杀了我吗？
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
我怎么觉得他躺在血泊里面的样子蛮色的？怎么回事啊？我还好吗？
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? It's over. Don't get all worked up. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
看起来不孤单，我觉得好色。
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Oui.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What happened?
What?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
啊！他说现在大家都没事了，只是你跟小屋都远离了城市，你会很安全的，这很好，大家都很开心，你也会很开心。Oh, I was kind of hoping that I never say the word. Okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust
这
me.
对大家来说最好。
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
The hero or the voice or the hero, please hey. 所以我们没有要在这里待一辈子，对不对 ？Didn't you hear the? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you know how I did you? Of course we are. I like it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist.
Happy. Wherever.
Forever.
Good ending! You did it! You saved everyone! What the hell? "结果我还是没有拿到幽灵结局啊！你搞，你在搞 ！You did it! You saved everyone! You tried so hard. Do your best to resist, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, huh. 啊，我要开始跟旁白唱反调
You're on a path. You're here.
You are talking about it, though. 所以说，到底是怎样？我们到底是什么人？我们到底是什么东西？我们是什么东西 ？I don't know.
Of course I mean...
看有没有可以选的。
Does it? Are you a mod?
好吧哦。
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. Are you serious? While I appreciate the mental exercise we are running up against a nevertheless, and before cause that it's no unless of course. I'm talking about the end of
我要继续反他。
Don't linger on this.
嘿嘿嘿
You have a job to do here.
嘿嘿。
Get in there and do what... Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin.
Okay, fine, I will go. I'm so scared. Okay. Turn around and leave. Okay, fine, I can go back a bit. Okay, face to face. No, just
Seriously? You're just...
okay, fine. 等一下。Okay, fine.
There won't be a new dawn if the world
哦
ends.
所以我
There'll just be
没有很
nothing
在意自驾，
forever.
所以我要走了，再见。
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
我到底有几个
That's
人？
strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time.
回家睡觉不好吗？嘿
It's remarkably self...
I don't care. I'm not doing. You're not emotionally to do this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an
他
ounce
说
of
他说
maturity, you'd understand that.
他说你是不是在请了我？
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
这英雄是不是人格的分裂？有
The
可能。
cabin again. Now,
你看，
I'm not
哇
really one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you.
哎呦，不一样咯。
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge at first, it's a little flicky, but as you focus on your way, you've doomed us all. You lose track of just how long you spend.
好吧，
You're on. You're here.
不行哎。 What can say I'm here now?
Oh, don't. If he. Yeah. If by still, you are never.
What can say I'm out? What can say I'm out? Oh oh oh. 不行哎。
You know I can tell when you're lying. I have.
Oh no. 不是一样的。
This. I think you're careful as you descend. She
Done.
got something.
你开啦。有啊，就是可能是因为我后面没有。You just need to kill her and kill yourself just after killing her and kill yourself just after. 哈，来对，我再试一次。
You're.
我再试一次。哎，
You make your. She will. We're not gonna go. Ignore him.
就是用最快的方式杀了公主，然后再把自己
The
杀掉。
interior of the
我要怎么
blade.
杀我自己啊 ？Take a blade, enter the basement,
Her voice.
Who's there?
It's
and
good. You watch. Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
You step.
Oh, I'm probably chained up in this. So,
Do you hear that? She's on.
wait.
You lunge forward without a moment's head. You feel flesh.
oh, this is it. I'm almost in. Do you actually?
There it is again. Yes, but it's. Is it?
Why is it really over? 啊，哎，从这里开始就不一样了。英雄问问题，然后我们回，然后我们变成旁白了。那是。
It's over. You could check her sleeves if
然
you
后
want, but I can assure you.
然后
there's
旁白会
nothing
讲话，
hidden.
所以我们不是旁白啊，我们是另外一个人哎。
With your one, you. But
Okay.
you open the cap. What? Everyone. What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Time passed.
就让他到底
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
他说他有办法让我们都出去。
The blade.
Why?
We can use the blade to get out of this.
Okay,
I can
shit.
hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on,
等一下，
and I'm afraid
这个
that
字
thing
真的
is
是
you,
旁白的意思。
hero.
突然，等一下。对啊，是旁白没错哦。奇怪，为什么我们会变成第三个人？
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wasn't you so you no kill us? We die. You're right. I didn't like anything else.
Thank you.
Go.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
所以我做了一个这么好、这么快乐的小房子给你，你不满足吗？你为什么还要去？为什么你还要？
Fine. Whatever.
随便啦。
For the first time since time stopped
好
meaning
好，然后
anything,
下来。
throw open the door to the basement and walk down. The princess's body is dust and bones. But the
哦
blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
啊，所以你捡了那个匕首，你吃了你自己，让你死了。
The end.
The end. Nice
Nice
knowing
knowing
you.
you.
嗯。出现喽。
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
And die。哦，不对，他不知道啊，所以
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us has been here.
他没有记忆啊，可是我们有。
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
没关系，杀他其实不难，我们可以再做一次冷酷的声音。
Oh, is there another one of us in here?
所以又多一个人啊，
I've always been here.
我一直在这里啊
I've，just gotten a little,
我只是大声了一点。
and I'm ready for all of us to have a mark. Just stay focused on the task.
然后全部的人都听得到，就是他们3个人都听得到，然后包括我嘛。所以我到底是谁？我是谁？我是谁 ？I'm so fucking. 还有一个 handle。
Such magnificent gusto.
Okay.
We'll all be in the clear in no time.
我是谁
I have what she will. I'm not sure the situation.
？Okay, just let's do it again. 我们再杀一次，好了，走。哇
interior of the cabin is cold. A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique. Before you have a chance to even think
等一下，
about
等一
taking
下，
it,
等一下，等一下，我不小心打开了存档，我根本不需要存档，我干嘛存档？最后一个结局了，我干嘛存啊？不是，
two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join your head. Oh, wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
旁白也开始出来，他说：“哈，发生什么事？这不对啊
A ghost!
！Ghost，鬼鬼！
Oh, wow.
哇哦！
How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to
然后
do?
冷酷的声音说：“哦，好可怕哦！所以现在嘞，
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
嗨，杀人凶手！我觉得我们应该有些事情还没谈过，对不对？就像你杀我的时候那样。啊，死了！ What? What? What the hell? What? What? 啊？啊？啊啊？不，所以 what? So what? 哈？The hero and the princess, okay?
You're
So
on
this
a path
guys
in the
is
woods.
旁白
And at the end of that path is a
然后
cabin.
在小屋里面有个公主要等我们
And
去
in the
杀。
basement, you're here to slay
然
her.
后我们是勇者，我们至少这个时候是勇者。
You make your way up. She
这
will
个时候
not
是勇
ignore
者
you.
啊。然后前进，
The interior of the cabin. The blade is your implement.
然后拿了刀。这里到目前为止都还是勇者。应该说英雄的 hero。The boy's a
Door to the
hero。
basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Don't let it. Good.
我要再杀他一
Work
次，因为他那
she's
个好色。
Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just.
Do you hear the? She's unarmed. You lunge forward
好可爱
without a
啊！
moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give
好色。
way and look down to see.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder.
到这里都还是
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
不行啊，你杀不死啊。
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
对啊，然后旁白不知道从什么时候开始就变成了 The boys or the hero。
Yes. Even as she lays there dying,
然后
she
旁白又接着
entirely
讲话
believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it?
，sober isn't it？
She stopped breathing moments ago. But is it over? Really over?
哎，我发现英雄的声音跟旁白的声音是一样的，从一开始就觉得很奇怪，然后现在他问我们说结束了吗？然后我决定他这应该死了。Of course not, that's too easy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
然后
It's over.
旁白就会帮我们帮腔，他说对，已经结束了。
With your work done, you make your way
So
back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement.
对啊，
behind
到
you.
这边还是会他在形容英雄
Why do I
的，
feel like we've done something terrible?
而且他的主词一直都是我们，他的主词一直都是我们。
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
然后又换成英雄在讲话。
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from... Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you... What happened?
然后旁白像是知道所有东西，然后英雄是被我们操纵吗？就是他好像什么都不知道的样子，跟我们一样。
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from...
然后他说我们
Don't worry.
会很快乐，待在这个小小的空间里面，我们
This
很
is
快乐，
good.
大家都很
Everyone
开
is
心，
happy.
你也会很开心。
You'll be happy.
Everyone will be happy. We're kind of hoping okay.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
这不是一个结局。事实上，那个公主已经被杀了，所以结局什么的已经是过去的事情。现在，这个永恒是属于你的报酬，
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
这是对大家最好的，相信我。
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years
然后他
or
就说我
even
们很快乐
decades.。Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever.
然后英雄
right?
问我们说：“我们真的要待在这边一辈子？”然后我们可以回他说：“你没有听到旁白说的吗？我很快乐啊，我们很快乐啊。”哦不，你怎么可以？你有没有别的想法可以让我们出去呢？然后是对啊，我们很快乐，我喜欢这里。
Really? Well,
If you ever change your mind, just
然后
let
英
me
雄
know,
说
I guess.，
如果你改变想法，再跟我说 ，OK。
More happy time passes.
然后旁白就是说
though
这
the
里
word
快
begins to
乐，
lose its meaning.
快乐的
Time,
时间
that is,
长
not
到已
happy.
经快乐已经失
Happy
去
still
了，
has plenty of meaning.
失去了意义。哈，
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist.
happy forever.
Happy. Forever.
What? Good ending. You did it. You save everyone. Like 1、2、3，它有3个笔记，还是这是对啊，不一样。你看那个1的写法，还有圈圈的写法，然后有3个颜色的气球，然后所以有3个人吗？我们是其中一个。然后这个人为什么会长这样？为什么公主长这样？What the hell? Can someone help me? I don't know what to say. You say everyone. You did. Good ending. 对啊，你看，3个人的字体是不一样的，然后有3颗气球，然后公主长得不像公主，可是她死了。So what? So what? So what? So how? 什么？而且我们强的时候，就是我们拿刀的时候，公主就会变强；然后我们没有拿刀下去跟她讲话的时候，她就会变弱。他为什么没有相簿？有相簿的话就好了。就是喂，不过这样可以确定的是，我们有3个人格，然后是同一个阵营的，就是主角方的。然后公主是我们需要去杀的，然后如果我们变强，她也会变强。她有种，就是不是啊笨。我的脑袋要精神错乱了，救命 ！Help me! Help me! 喂，这好可爱！我刚刚完全没存到档，完全没存到档。Control Star。So what？怎么办？你们有人懂吗？公主如果是主人格，主人格是不分性别的，我知道。可是，公主是主人格，那为什么我们会想要杀她？还是因为所以是因为我们是其他的人格，然后我们把自己称为英雄，然后把主人格当作公主，然后想要杀掉她，因为杀掉主人格的话，其他人格才有办法浮上台面，所以公主是主人格，然后如果我们真的杀掉她的话，会拿到幽灵结局或者好结局。So what？ 如果我们真的杀到她，然后我们一直留在那个小小的屋子里面的话，就会很快乐， 他说很快乐，然后就会有快乐结局。然后这边的公主也是，所以她可能真的是人格分裂吗？感觉公主的身上也有2、3个吧，她形态有7个哎，她有7个形态哎，她有7个形态，7个。然后最明显的个性就是2个，就是比较弱的那个跟强的那个。然后再分支出去，其他7个结局。然后现在这只是 demo， 所以我们也不能讲太多，也没办法，就是目前的线索还不太够。所以他快追上比利了呀！哎，好赞哦！哎，好赞哦，比我想象中还要赞。而且我好喜欢人格的那种的，然后刚刚那张真的好辣，好色。对，就是有一个画面是有很多房子，就是等一下哦，就是如果你turn around and leave and no
ignore that. That's strange.
again
Really keen on wasting everyone's time.
然后
Your silence is deafening. But would you look at that? There's always a choice. Let me tell you. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something
然后你
strange
想要
starts
出
to happen.
去，
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of... But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
那些光都不是你的错觉，也不是你的幻觉，它真的每一个都是。所以我们现在在这个森林，这不是潜意识啊。
In every direction,
然后
there is a
这个屋子就是所谓的他们
and not
的
just a cabin,
那个脑袋里面，
the
就是
cabin.
主人格
Infinite
的，
fractal of
然后他们
paths
把
and
主人格
cabins,
关在里面，
desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
是这样。我不知道，我脑袋好混乱，我好混乱。
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Okay, what is this mean? 注定，哦是 M， 对，就长把手啊，厄运，But of course you do, otherwise you won't wander off the forest.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. Your Honor, you're here.
Fucking shit, I'm out. Oh. 为什么不能 fucking shit, I'm out? Okay, now.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding him. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep... Yeah, screw if by ruining my... Still, you are never going...
Yeah. 而且为什么会有这些？就是
You know I can tell when... Maybe she isn't a... Ignore...
我不想进去，我不想进去，我要被吃掉了啊！而且就是你们有没有？等一下，我给你们看，等一下哦。就是怎么说？ 等一下，我的那个啊，那个什么，我不是有做封面吗？然后那个封面啊，等一下，Where do you go? Where do you go? 好吃，不可以吃我的天啊！等下我把 BGM 打开。OK， 我们来讨论一下刚刚到底发生什么事情。好贵啊！你的封面有好多人，对。就是封面那很多人，我现在很在意，我现在他妈超在意的。预言大师下趴啊！我把图放上来给你看。在哪里嘞？在哪里嘞？Where? Okay. So this is like， 你看，公主是在中间，然后有还有其他形态，完全变野兽，然后还有这是什么啊？这是什么啊？然后嘞，so what? So what? I don't know why. I just don't know how. I'm so what? 我不知道到底发生什么事了，我好混乱。大概是跟我们猜的那一样吧。我看一下有没有人的截图有东西之类的，没有啊。它的预计发行日期是明年呢。我要等多久？全球 Q 也，我生气了。而且在那个。等一下，我觉得我需要跟你们一起看那个，等一下，我需要跟你们一起看，等一下，很需要跟你们一起看，ちょっと待ち、ちょっと待ってね。他的怎么说？他的那个就是这个东西，他的我们开声音看，等一下哦。因为我是还没看我就开始玩了，所以对所有东西都很快乐，看得很快乐。等一下，没差啦，算了，就这样。然后可能会有点对不到，对，没关系，我现在不想管那么多。然后 把这关掉。
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wait, what?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Now hold on a second. Don't you listen to him? What did I ever do to you?
She will do everything in her power to stop you.
Well, yeah. I don't want to die.
She'll charm and she'll lie and she'll promise you the world, and if she has the chance, she will kill you 12 times over.
Is he even listening to me?
Don't forget, the fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
You're not actually going to try and slay me or anything, right? Because I wouldn't if I were you.
If you try, I'll kill you as many times as it takes.
You guys know what I mean? Just it's fucking just I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. 他预告好赞。そんな感じです。你们知道我想讲什么东西吗？就是他那个预告就是哦哟，哎呀，好吧，看起来多重人格说可以真实的吗？哎、这今天这个真的好好玩哦，我好喜欢这种题材。然后对，然后我们现在要干嘛？我可以去睡觉了吗？我可以去躺了吗，各位？我会把档放上去，让你们多看几次，说不定有人可以想出比我更好的思路。如果有的话，记得到家庭找我。躺都躺好啊，那我要去躺床了。各位再见，我自恋。